Thank you for choosing KingofBounce.com. In this video demonstration, we're going to show you how to set up our portable dunk tank. Be sure you have a hose that reaches to your area. Once the dunk tank's set up, you cannot move it. Step 1. Assemble the seat back with the stair assembly and your first side panel. This can be done with one person, but if you do have two hands, it does make the job a little bit simpler. Using the interlocking system, the assembly goes up and down, slides in like so. The base bars on the bottom are wider apart than the ones on the top. So the ones on the top, the softball cannot enter through and hit your guests. There are a total of 8 pieces to assemble. All red bars with insertion for your rods on different ends. Step 2 and 3. Step 4, assembling the top bars. This particular bar has 2 pieces to it. This is your side bar. This particular bar has an insertion rod on one side. That insertion rod is at the top. When it's all done, they look like this. These bars are designed, like previously said, to use a softball, so the softball cannot go through the bars. So if you have the wrong bars in the wrong areas, you'll understand. Next we have your hitting mechanism. This goes on the side of the tank. So. It's all said and done, it will look like that. Next piece is your backdrop holder. Backdrop holder. This is what the configuration looks like when the bars and the backdrop holder are fully assembled. Now time to install the backdrop holder. Typically the backdrop can be installed at any time during assembly when you're assembling the backdrop home. Just makes it easier instead of having to climb on top of the dunk tank. Insert the hole like so. The backdrop holder has two eyelets at the bottom of it. One could be actually tied to the dunk tank, one could be supported by a sandbag, a stake, a weight. We typically do not supply these items with a dunk tank rental. Next steps, installing the dunk tank liner. Line up all four corners inside of the dunk tank. Velcro goes over the bar to secure the liner. This is what the dunk tank liner looks like fully assembled. Almost all of our dunk tank liners have some sort of patching, and they can actually be damaged during transport, so there is a possibility they will leak. At that point, use a typical piece of duct tape, household tape, just as so, and tape the area. Be sure when the dunk tank liner is fully assembled that all four corners are touching the insides of the bar. If not, when you fill up the water inside the dunk tank's going to fill up lopsided, and such the Velcro strips are going to want to come undone, and then you'll have to start all over again. Always make sure you use a level surface as well when you're setting up your dunk tank. Last but not least, stepper to exit the dunk tank. Hangs inside the unit. Looks like so when assembled. This is what the fully assembled dunk tank hinge looks like. In this particular dunk tank, I've got an adjustment bolt as such under the seat. This actual bolt will make your trigger more firm or less firm. So by tightening the trigger, It'll be easier to hit. Tightening this bolt, it'll be easier to hit the ball on the target for younger kids. The more loose this bolt is, the harder it is for older people. It can be adjusted with a simple adjustable wrench or a pair of pliers. We set it at medium upon assembly. Next step. Here at King of Bounce, we provide 2 balls with your rental. Typical dunk tank, depending on water pressure, could take anywhere up to an hour to fill. If your water pressure is higher, fill up 30 minutes. Obviously with the dunk tank, you will get wet, it will leak water, it will waste water. As discussed before, using regular household tape, which our drivers typically have a roll of tape in the truck if they do see a repair that needs to be made. It's recommended that you repair from the inside of the unit. And duct tape is water resistant, so you can pretty much dunk it in the water and cover the hole. As the water is filling up inside the liner, you want to make sure that all of your corners stay square and firm. Otherwise it will cause the Velcro to come apart, and then you'll have to start over. This particular dunk tank holds up to 300 gallons of water, but you really don't want to fill it up that much. You really want to fill it, recommended, about 3/4 of the way. Somewhere in about here. King of Bounce always recommends adult supervision at all times on these units. No rough housing, no horseplay, and definitely make sure you can swim. That concludes our dunk tank video. This is King of Bounce. Thank you very much.